Peace, 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 peace. It's Promise Child once again, and you already know it's Sunday Message. Yeah, Sunday Message. Look, man, we always got to be pumped up and excited when we got a message coming, man. You know what I'm saying? When we got a message coming, it don't matter who it's from. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, man, it don't matter if we got a queen presenting the message, if we got a brother or a king that's presenting the message. What I'm saying is, man, when you got somebody that got a message with some instruction, with some instruction, not just motivating you, but some instruction, we should always be excited. Every time I'm ready to hear a message, I get excited. I be sitting here watching the TV clapping sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Watching my phone clapping when I see a message ready to come on. I see the brothers and sisters that I like to listen to. I get the woof. I get excited. But today we're going to talk about you're not going to know how to get there. But if you imagine it, you will get there. And I've been doing some studying like on paradigms and the way that we think, why we think the way that we think, and and I'm learning now, right? You hear our brothers and sisters say, "I know how to get there. I know how to make $1 billion. I know how to get there." And I'm like, if you know how to get there, brother, if you know how to get there, sister, then you will already be there. And it's okay. It's okay. Listen to me. It's okay not knowing how to get there. It's all right. And what the hell you talk about? See, in life, we've been, taught that in order for you to make it where you going, you gotta have your ducks in a row. You gotta already know how you gonna get there. And that is so wrong, because if you already know how to get there, then you will be there. As a child, right? As a kid, we had this wonderful, this big imagination. Like, our imaginations was like crazy. Like, me and my friends, when we was kids, we used to have bikes, right? And we had our bikes. And after a rain and it was like a puddle of water, we would ride around on the bikes, and we would jump we would take our bikes and splash in the water. But watch this though. Our imagination, the way that we viewed it, we didn't view ourselves riding a bike. Now, we know we was riding a bike, but we didn't view ourselves riding a bike. We saw ourselves on a monster truck, because when we was kids, we used to love going to the monster truck show. We used to love watching it on TV. That was something that we liked. So we would act like we was on a monster truck, but we was on a bike. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the imagination. I'm talking about seeing things and visualizing it, and then start to act like it. We used to watch wrestling as well. You know what I'm saying? We was big wrestling fans. So we used to act like we was wrestling superstars. You know what I'm saying? This is what we act like. We act like we were wrestling superstars. Like, we sit in the Jake, dropping the people's elbow. You know what I'm saying? Jumping off of the bed, dropping another elbow, the Shawn Michaels elbow. But anyway, our imagination made us actually think that we were the characters. You know what I'm saying? We actually started to develop and believe that we were wrestlers, that we were monster truck drivers, right? And what this got to do with anything? A lot of us don't have an imagination anymore. A lot of us say we're living in our reality, and what you talking about don't mean nothing, because I'm an adult now. And you feel like, since you're an adult, that you don't have to have an imagination and you don't have to dream. So you continue to live in the reality that you created for yourself. Right? Don't get me wrong. We know that there is a white supremacy system that's working overtime. Overtime, you hear me? They supposed to got off at 5 o'clock, but they working overtime. You get what I'm saying? And they working all day to make sure they keep the black man and the black woman down. But some of the stuff, we do it to ourselves, because we feel like, man, this 9 to 5 is my reality. You know, only getting a job is my reality. That's the only thing that I'm gonna do, because this is my reality. You know, and we don't see us doing anything else. We know that we want to do something else. We know that we know that we want to have a clothing line. We know that we want to own our own bus station. We know that we want to own our own grocery stores. We know that we want to own our own retail stores. We know that we want these things, but we feel like we can't have them. And we feel like that we have to have our ducks in a row. So we say, you know what I'm gonna do is, you know what I'm saying? Since I gotta have my ducks in a row, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till I get this, I'm gonna wait till I get that, I'm gonna wait till I do this, and I'm gonna wait till I do that. You know, and that's what we've been that's what we've been taught. But the thing is, the reason why we never achieve it and we never get it is because we we as a people, we live by our senses, what we could smell, what we could touch, what we could see. You know what I'm saying? That's what we live by, what we could taste. We don't feel like we don't have faith. We don't believe in the unseen. We don't believe that we have in our imagination. We don't believe in our willpower. We don't believe in how we perceive ourselves, or we don't even take the time to see how we perceive ourselves and how we look at ourselves. So we say, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this, but you end up keep on doing this, but you keep on getting the same results because you keep doing the same thing. So if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same results because you never step out of your comfort zone. What is your comfort zone? Your comfort zone is the 9 to 5. That's your comfort zone. So when you don't step out of your comfort zone, you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same results. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So um start to believe again, start to dream again, start to act like that you already a billionaire. Start to act like that you are already healthy. Start to act like, because this does something to you, man. It does something to you when you start to dream it. And you start to dream it, then you start to act like what you seeing in your head, and you start to perform every day. You start to perform it. You like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna dress like I'm a billionaire. You know, I'm gonna throw this suit and tie like I'm a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy. You know what? I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to go running. I'm going to go walking. I'm going to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? When you start to act like it, you're like, hold up, what do healthy people do? Act like what the healthy people do. Make that your character. Become that character of a healthy person. Become that character of a billionaire. Become that character of a successful person. You understand what I'm saying? Become that character of somebody that you see who is righteous. Become that character. If this are the things that you have to do, you have to start acting it out every day. Not saying that you being fake. We saying that start to live out what you imagine yourself to be. See, everything is about the way how you perceive yourself. You know? So I'm telling you that you can make it. You just gotta believe it. You can do it. You know? So every day, work on your goals. Every day, you know what I'm saying? Become creative. You know what I'm saying? And continue to imagine these things and continue to build it up in your brain. So, okay, you say, I want to be a billionaire. Write your goals down. Every day, become creative. Every day, every day, you are working on how to perfect what you doing. So this what I'm saying. You say, yo, I want to be a cook. I want to own a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like an Applebee's, or I want to own a restaurant like a Fridays, like a Shoney's. Like, I want to own something like this, right? So you write the goal down, right? And you say, this is what I want. You write it down. You look at it. You look at it every day. After a while, you start imagining you owning a restaurant, right? You don't say, I know how I'm going to get the restaurant. You start to imagine that you already have the restaurant. And when you imagine that you already have the restaurant, every day that you wake up, right? You already wrote your goal there. So every day that you wake up, you start to become creative of how you're going to actually get the building. They said, don't say how I'm gonna get the money, or don't ask yourself how I'm gonna get the money. What you say is, yo, I want that building. And when you say you want that building, then every day you start to work on getting the building. See, we weren't taught like this when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? No. Think about the building, and then when you think about the building, the money will come along because you are creating it step by step. So now you are becoming creative. Now you are innovating. You know what I'm saying? Now you are an innovator because now you are creating different ways to get there. Because you don't know how to get there, so you just okay. Boom, all right, I do it like this. Boom, I do it like this. See, the problem is a lot of us are scared of failure. So we want to know the direct path to get there. I heard Jeff Bezos say, right? Excuse me if I said his name wrong, but the CEO of Amazon, he says you have to experiment. You have to experiment. Pretty much before you can make it to the top, you have to fall. And the thing is, we scared to fall. We scared to take falls. But I'm here today to tell you that a lot of us has already taken falls of looking for a job. We already took falls on the job. We done took so many falls, but we scared to fall when it comes to us achieving our dreams. We scared to fail when it comes to us going to the top and at the top of our game and being successful. We scared of that, but it's okay to fall because we have that rope. We got that safety net as the job. But what happened when that job lay you off? So what I'm saying is believe in yourself and know that you can make it. And know it. We are powerful individuals, man. We have power in us that are unseen but are real. We got that power. We got it. Think about this. I'm gonna show you how powerful that the brain is. Think about when there was no social media. The first person that came up with the idea of the social media concept and just that person they probably looked at that person like that person was crazy. The first person that came up with a car, the first person that came up with a light bulb. Excuse me. The first person that came up, you know what I'm saying, with a cell phone. You know what I mean? A train. The first person came up with it. What were they? They were innovators. They didn't know that it was gonna be like this, but they obviously had an imagination. They obviously foresee like, yo, I could see it, but on their way to creating this, they just was creating every day. They was pushing towards their goal, like shoot, boom. I'm gonna go where this jank take me. But they was working, they was consistent, they meant that they was gonna do what they was gonna do. And that's how we gotta be. You gotta mean that you gonna do what you gotta do. The same way, we always like to line ourselves up with other people's thought processes like, he made it like this, so I think I gotta go that way. Listen, ain't no wrong. Make sure you listen to what I'm ready to say. Ain't no wrong with having a mentor. Ain't nothing wrong with having somebody to look up to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But this is what I'm saying. The same way they made it might not be the same way that you gonna make it. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, they created this type of cell phone. You could go through like the same, you could look at the same way of how they created that phone. Like, okay, they created the phone like this, but you could put your spin on the phone. So, perfect example. We went from the flip phone to now people ain't walking around here with no flip phone. You know what I'm saying? Now the phones are different. Now on the flip phone, it wasn't on social media. So when we got the flip phone, we won't jumping on those social media back in the day on the flip phones. If you get what I'm saying, like it's not like this. You won't jumping on. Now you get on the phone, you got your Facebook, your Instagram, you can go live on it. So the phones today are different from the phones 15, 20 years ago. 20, 25 years ago. The phones are different. So what I'm saying is you can look to somebody for advice to guide you on the road to success. But the thing is, you could put your spin on it. You could innovate. You could create something different. So when you make it, it be like, damn, hey, the person that taught you be like, damn, you was my student, but you took it to the next level. So being a student, you got to take it to the next level. You got to surpass your teacher. So once you surpass your teacher, you know what I'm saying? Then your student gonna surpass you. We supposed to keep on creating and getting better and better and better. Don't just look at, okay, that's the way and just stop. No, every day. Keep on working and keep on working and keep on working. Keep on becoming creative. Because you are a God. You are a God, and your words can manifest. So don't ever think, if you say right now, I want 1 million subscribers in 1 year. If you say right now, I want to break the record. I want to sell 10 million records in 1 week. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Because it's been stuff out here that people said that people can't do. And they did it. Can you imagine when they saw the first plane go in the air? Can you imagine a person talking about, man, one day we gonna fly? Can you hear the rest of the masses of the rest of the world talk about, hey, ain't nobody gonna fly? That shit dumb. Can't nobody do that. Can't nobody do that. Can't nobody do. And then when it went up, they was like, that's how powerful the brain is. That's why you got to believe in yourself. Because there's so much inside you that got to come out of you that you just don't know what it's going to end up being. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. You really just don't. You just got to keep on going and keep on creating, man. Oh, I love this message, man. When I first heard this type of thinking and this way of looking at life, it's awesome. And if you perceive yourself as an alcoholic, if you perceive yourself as a crackhead, if you look at yourself like this, that's what you're gonna be. But start looking at yourself as the billionaire. Start looking at yourself as a brother and a sister who know what they talk about as far as when it comes to information. Start to look at yourself as that. And when you start to look at yourself as that, you start to act as that. You gotta believe it. You gotta see it. You know, let's get rid of the old ways, man. The old ways of thinking, we got to get rid of that. Because the old ways of thinking is not taking us nowhere. The old way of thinking is just keeping us running in a circle. It's like a dog chasing its tail. So now we are introducing this new way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sitting for things to get right, it ain't never going. Listen, if you wait for things to get right, listen, man, you got to make it right. And you got to start now. I'm going to wait the New Year's, my New Year's resolution. Listen, man, no, we in September right now. The time is now. What you waiting for January 1st for? The time is now. Nah, I'm going to wait, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to wait a couple more checks. And the time is now. Then when the first get here, you ain't got it then. Well, you still saying, I'm waiting for the time is right. Look, man, ain't no time right, man. But now, that's when the time get right. We got to change the way we think, man. That's how you going to be successful. People think that's cliche. So I know what people are going to say. Well, you sitting up here talk about all this being successful and changing the way that you think. What you doing with your life? What you doing? You got $1 billion in your bank account? You own mansions? You own multiple cars? What you doing with yourself? Well, brother, I believe in myself. Sister, I believe in myself, and that's what I'm telling you to do. Believe in yourself. And we are going to get there. And we can get there together. You know, I ain't got time to sit right here and doubt myself. I did that enough. That ship has sailed. Now we on a new ship, baby. We on a new ship now. We on a new ship. We on the road to success. We on the road of positivity. You know, I'm doing for myself now. You know what I'm saying? Business cards, t-shirts, plain t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing for myself. I work for myself, brother. YouTube, doing for myself. Because I believe in myself. I ain't got to go work for nobody else, and you ain't got to neither. Believe in yourself. But you mad because you ain't see no results in 30 seconds? Come on now. You ain't even get a job in 30 seconds. You still had to sit through an interview. So the same way you willing to dress up and sit in that interview to get that job, well, be willing to take your time and be patient on your dreams, because you will accomplish it and it will happen. You know, my hands in the air, I receive it. I receive it, brothers and sisters. I receive it. Because I'm living it. Because every day I get up and I chase my goals, and every day I get up and I chase my dreams. So I know it's going to happen. That's why I say change the way that you think, change the way that you view yourself. Start the whatever profession that you want to be in. If you want to be an actor, start to act like the actors. Start watching what the actors do. You want to be a rapper, start to watch the rappers. Start acting out what they do. Not saying going overboard with all this fake stuff. I'm just saying start to do what they do. And start to surround yourself with more comedians. Start to surround yourself with more actors. Start to surround yourself with more rappers. Start to surround yourself with more motivational speakers. Start to surround yourself with the people in what you want to be in. That way you pick up they mannerisms. That way you pick up their habits. Now you are creating a new habit because your old habits kept you stuck in a sinking place. But when you surround yourself with these brothers and sisters, you ain't got no choice but to pick up their habits and become successful. So that's what I wanted to talk to you today. I appreciate you for listening always. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on Instagram at Promise4802. You can follow me on Facebook at Promise Child. You can follow me on Twitter at Promise Child 15. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you subscribe to the channel, I appreciate you. Make sure you like this, share it. And listen, man, I appreciate y'all and peace.